Okay.
We can at least spend like an hour.
So what'd she say about the tickets?
So like because they're like day coppers.
Oh, sorry, little man.
Pero no es montaña rusa, ¿verdad?
Get back to work. Now see what you've done. We'll lose our jobs for sure.
Attention please. Star Tours Flight 629 service from Naboo is now arriving at Gate 1L. Passengers may be met at the Arrivals Lounge on Level 1. Thank you.
Hold it right there. Yep, I know what this means. Someone's going to a costume party. Parties these days, aren't there a lot?
Love it. Africa's this way, isn't it? Uh-huh. Oh, look at the little turtle over here.
Motion sickness, or other conditions that could be aggravated by this adventure. Expected mothers and children please remain seated.
Shalom, everybody, and welcome aboard. My name is Austin. This is for our guide today. We're on Bay Wildhauser. Before we get started, I want to ask for a few things to know. Please make sure to keep your hands on the feet inside the vehicle at all times. For your safety, absolutely. Please no standing through the entire safari. If you have any children sitting on your left, please give your lap or a seat next to you. Please don't raise them up from there like you're speaking the Lion King. And we're also when we're out there, please don't call out towards the animals. We're guests on the home, so be super respectful. Other than that, we're going to have a lot of fun, so let's get this party started out. The first place we're headed on into right now is the Little Missouri Forest. A lot of animals here, they'll use a natural camouflage out of thick bushes vegetation, so some could be hidden. Keep an eye for those ones. But immediately to your right-hand side, we have that gorgeous okapi. Now they do have those zebra stripe-like legs, but they're in fact one of the only living relatives to the giraffe. They do have those very long prehensile tongues like giraffe. They'll grab onto those leaves and bushes, so they can rip them right off. Now the okapi tongue will be almost as long as giraffes. It does everywhere from 12 to 14 inches in length. This large black and white bird to your left-hand side there, that's a saddle-billed stork, or the tallest species of stork in Africa. They do around 6 feet tall and fully grown, and they have an average wingspan of 9 feet in length. It was about a foot shorter than the road y'all sitting in. We come around this corner to your right-hand side. You can see these deer-like looking animals. At the top of that hill, those are some greater kudu. They're one of the tallest species of antelopes. This beautiful black rhino here to your left-hand side.
Así estoy yo, como una hipopótamo.
Now, on average, a black rhino, they do grow to weigh around 3,000 pounds. And even though they are very large, they're 35 miles per hour. Even though they do reach that weight of 3,000, they are actually the smallest species of rhino in Africa. And unfortunately, there's only around 5,000 black rhinos left in the world, so it's very, very important we do our part to protect those beautiful animals. So, to your right-hand side, at the top of this hill, you might see those orange and white striped animals. There are some bongos.
Oh, wow.
Bongos, they do have a nickname, the ghost of the forest, because they do like to hide a lot like that. And sometimes it's very difficult to find them. So we're going to make our way out of these area now, so we're going to head over to the Sapi River. Many hippos on the frequent. So we're going to see where to spot, you know. Hippos, they can be hard to spot at times because they do spend most of their day submerged underneath the water to protect themselves from overheating. They can hold their breath for around 8 minutes at a time. And they can also sleep underneath the water where they will come fair all know not waking up. You're going to see these very large pelicans over here to your right-hand side. Some pink-backed pelicans. They do get that name for when their colors or feathers change during mating season. They change from that grayish-white color to a bright, vibrant pink. Okay, so hippos, they aren't the best swimmers in the world. They do prefer to use their natural buoyancy to walk around at the bottom of the water. So right now you might look at some dark shadows moving around or some bubbles coming up. There's going to be a couple signs there down there somewhere. The Nile hippo is the third largest animal here in the reserve. They are around 5,500 pounds of fully grown, and they weigh anywhere from 80 to 110 pounds of birth. And they do eat quite a lot of food. They will eat anywhere from 80 to 90 pounds of veggies per day. So they do a pretty great, well-balanced diet. So in just a second here, we're going over Croc Bridge. You want to see one of my favorite animals to your left-hand side, some Nile crocodiles. Freshwater crocodilians. They do have around 500 pounds of fully grown, and they reach about 16 feet in length, just a little over half the length of this truck. Sometimes you can see those guys sunbathing out there with their mouth wide open. What they're doing when they do that is release some excess body heat. They use some very, very powerful jaws. Their bite force is equivalent to 3,000 to 5,000 pounds. And now crocodile can actually go a couple months without eating. That's typically because they eat about half their body size in one sitting. I do the same thing by go about a couple hours. Before we head on to the savannah here in just a second, on your right hand side, we're going to pass by this very large leafless tree. This is the baobab tree. It does have the nickname the upside down tree. Look at the top of it, looks like roots growing out.
Mom, look at the tree.
It's about 9 months out of your leafless, and it will take up the water inside the trunk. Elephants have actually been known to pierce the trunks of those baobab trees with the tusks to extract some of that water out. They're having a hard time finding some. But right now, we're going to be heading off to the savannah where we have many different free roam migrating animals. So you never know exactly where all of them are going to be at. Ooh, my brakes sound great. Because we're dealing with some type of traffic issue. Okay, we're slowly but surely making our way on here. So as we come on to the savannah here, we are going to have a couple of different animals to your right hand side. One of them being the Hartman Mountain Zebra. Looks like we're going to have one of our baby girls over there, about 8 to 9 months old right now. The Hartman Mountain Zebra is one of 3 species of zebras in the world. Many people believe that they are all white with black stripes, but in fact they're all black with white stripes. You can tell this because the starting color, the tip of their nose, and the bottom of the ankles are black, or the sign of that primary color. Those zebra stripes, they are a lot like human fingerprints. Each are unique to their own, and no two are exactly the same. I love that. A group of zebras is known as a dazzle. It's very fabulous sounding. And of course, we also have a Maasai giraffe that's going to be out there in the middle on your right side. They are named after the Maasai tribe of Africa. Giraffes, of course, are the tallest animal in the world. They have around 20 feet tall, fully grown, around 6 feet at birth. They do have those very long prehensile tongues, and these are chip of the trees or grab their food out. About 18 inches in length, so it's quite long. And speaking of long, they also have those very long necks. Theirs reach over the trees. Now, not a lot of people know that giraffes, they do have the exact same neck bone. They have 7 vertebrae just like us. Theirs are just obviously a lot longer. Another one thing the giraffe and I share in common is our favorite activity is eating. They do spend around 20 hours a day eating, and they only sleep about 30 minutes a day on average. Giraffes will sleep standing up too. They don't like to lay down. It makes them feel very vulnerable to predators. It is definitely more common to see them laying down here in our reserve than anywhere out there in the wild. Now, along with sleeping standing up, giraffes, they also give birth standing up. So that is a far 6-foot drop for that baby there. And typically within 15 to 30 minutes after birth, those babies are up walking and running. That does help them learn to be able to escape any predators they encounter. And they can use those long legs there to run about 30 miles per hour. That's just for a short period of time though. They have been known to jog around 10 miles per hour for longer distances if it's necessary for them to. Dogs come from your left-hand side. They're also known as African wild dogs. They do get the name painted dog from the messy spotty coat that they have. They might resemble most Mexican canines, but they do have some slight differences, like they have 4 toes instead of 5, and they don't bark like most canines do. They make more of a squealing sound. And the painted dog is one of the most successful hunters in Africa. They do have an 80 to 90% success rate when they're catching their prey. So you're going to see these white and brown antelopes to your left-hand side. These are some sable antelopes. The sable is the official emblem of the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. They have those large curve-shaped horns ahead. They reach about 5 feet in length. And they will use those horns to help protect their pack from type of predators like lions from jumping up and giving them a little bit of surprise, you know what I mean? Little naps throughout the day. Fully grown, these giraffes, they do average anywhere from about 2,000 to 4,000 pounds. Notice these termite mounds here on the left-hand side. A lot of the animals on the savannah love to come to termite mounds, eat the bugs in that. They can be packed as hard cement. Elephants are actually known to use them as scratching posts before. And some turtle mounds, they can become quite large. Some get about 30 feet high. So that's a whole lot of loads right there. Very large horned animal. There were some Ankole cattle. The Ankole cattle is actually one of 2 domesticated animals that live here in the reserve. Those horns are usually about 5 to 6 feet in length, and they will use those horns as a self-cooling system. On the inside, they do have a honeycomb shape that allows blood vessels to flow through, but that's some excess body to escape on out of there. You see that giraffe eating that steak? Like crazy. So it looks like we're also see some wildebeest come up to your right hand side in just a moment. Wildebeest in Afrikaans does translate to wild beast. But luck was here to get that name because I thought the face of wildebeest was pretty scary and terrifying looking. They do migrate annually. They migrate in very large herds, anywhere from 1 million to 1.5 million. Notice a great migration. And those wildebeest, they will travel quite a far distance, anywhere from 500 to 1,000 miles each year. I look at a group of wildebeest. It's known as a confusion. The thing is, not a lot of people really know how they ended up with that name, so it makes things extra confusing. These small white tent antelopes, I can see over to your right hand side are some springboks. They get that name for leaping like they actually do while they're running. They can leap forward around 13 feet to about 7 feet to the air. And springboks are also in the top 5 fastest land mammals. They do reach speeds anywhere from 40 to 50 miles per hour.
Oh.
Don't go over to the road. Don't do this right now. Don't do this right now.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, no, good. Go to the right. Go to the right. It's all intentional. Prima donna over there. That's how you know we take such good care of these animals, that they have a little bit of a, you know, bougie side to them.
That's a bougie.
So you might notice there's quite a few trees down in this area. That means we're working on some elephant territory. There's going to be a male African elephant on your right hand side. We're going to get a better view of him as we make our way up ahead.
Oh, wow.
There. Like I said, this is a male elephant, and one way you can tell he's male is because he is relatively solitary. Elephants are very, very sociable animals, and they do travel often in packs with their family. But at a certain age, around the teenage years, those males, they do leave their family so they can venture off on their own to find a mate to start a little pack of their own. Notice the elephant did look a little bit dirty. That's because it's a very sensitive skin, so like they do throw some dirt, sand, clay, mud, whatever they can to use as a natural type of sunblock. That's why you can find them hiding out sometimes for those very, very heavy rainstorms, because those rain pellets can actually hurt the stinger skin. As we pass through these red clay pits, you're going to see on the right hand side some elephant tusk marks inside the clay. They show up in the same spot every day. It's very crazy. On average, an elephant, they do eat around 300 pounds of food each day, and they drink around 32 gallons of water each day. But with all that food, they do miss out on some key nutrients. So they like to eat some of that red clay back there that acts as like a multi. You'll see that mud pit there to your left-hand side. That's what the elephants use to throw in their skin to help protect it. While they'll roll around in that mud to coat their skin to help themselves cool off on hot days. It's an African squirrel. That's crazy. As we make our way around this bend here on your left-hand side, you can see this group of grand flamingos, also known as a flamboyants. The grand flamingo is the largest flamingo species. They are around 5 feet tall and fully grown. At birth, they will have gray feathers, and throughout their life be brine shrimp, which has keratin in it, which is a pigment that will change the color of the feathers from gray to the pink color you see over there. Along with being the largest species of flamingo, they're also the lightest color pink of them all as well. We're not very sure of the correct view of a few gorgeous white rhinos on the left side.
Oh, I love rhinos.
Many believe the white rhino get the name for the white colored skin complexion that they have, but they're actually the same color skin tone as a black rhino. How they actually get the name is from the Afrikaans word bite, which means wide for the wide lip mouth they have. The locals here get that name. But when the English settlers came over, there was miscommunication due to the language barrier differences. So one of our locals were telling them the side, the bottom left-hand corner. They, of course, are the fastest land animal in the world, reaching speeds of 60 miles per hour in 3 seconds, but they can only maintain that speed for a few hundred yards or for about 5-6 seconds. They're not made for long. And we're also going to have an ostrich on your right-hand side as well, one of the world's largest flightless bird. They have wings now. They're using wings to balance the term when they're running. They are quite fast. They're running anywhere from 35 to 40 miles per hour. Of course, the male lions, they do have those gorgeous manes of theirs. The older the male get, the darker the color the mane will become, and the larger X becomes. Lions are nocturnal, so they're most active at night and do majority of their hunting at night. They will sleep anywhere for 18 to 20 hours each day. You see There's the ostrich eggs to your right-hand side. They lay the largest bird egg in the world, about anywhere from 3 to 4 pounds. Their eggshells are around a 1/4 inch thick, so it's very thick and durable. The average person can't say those eggs are not create any type of damage to them. But we're just about done with our safari. Before we get done, we're going inside a warmer place. We're going to move inside the Magadi Glen, the warden's outpost is. Just a moment here as we come around the warden's outpost on your left-hand side. You'll be able to see some of the Nigerian dwarf goats ahead. I even know some of these goats may look like they're babies. They're all fully grown adults. The playful behavior you see for Nigerian dwarf goats, like jumping, climbing, headbutting, all that fun playful action. It does have them mature physically as they grow older. They will also have assert dominance within the group of the goats. Along with those Ankole cattle that we saw and talked about earlier, the Nigerian dwarf goat is a second domesticated animal instead of here in the dirt. The only relative to these goats is actually Tom Brady. It's alright, I don't write these facts, I just work here. Now, Steve Irwin would say we don't own planet Earth, we belong to it, and must share our wildlife. From domesticated wild, conservation is super critical to the future of our planet. And without
And this whole trail we've been walking on, you might have noticed that there were...
Gotta have a hot dog here.
Hey, show me Daryl the Raptor.
Daryl the Raptor.
One from right over there.
Doesn't like a raptor. Wait, do they have USA?
Timon! Rafiki! I love you! I love you more!
Oh, I think we. It's just about the 3 cabriolas. If I said that right. Do you like wooden clocks?
Somewhat. Germany? No. We just. Isn't it this right here? Isn't that Germany?
Great gift.
There's one in Orlando now.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. Oh. No, we can take the tram too.
Woo-hoo-hoo.